I knew thinking negative was bad, but for some reason, it just kept over-programming my mind and it destroyed me. Hey guys, it's ZD here, and I am super excited to be going over something today that I know will absolutely help you, support you, and really make you think about what's going on right now for you. You know, what's going on right now? Am I making the money that I really want to make? Is my business growing at the rate that I want it to grow? Or am I thinking every single day, I've had enough of this, why won't this work out for me? And do you know what? I can feel your pain because I used to be in that position. I didn't know why I kept running the same old programs every single day. I knew they were bad for me. I knew thinking negative was bad, but for some reason, it just kept over-programming my mind and it destroyed me. And it wasn't until I decided in that moment to work on my mind, what is actually going on, and made me understand it more, and then gave myself a system to follow, nothing really changed. That's why I'm always preaching about the 6 times a day method. I'm not just saying that because it's my method that I teach, but it's something that I've learned throughout my life. We've got to reprogram our subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the biggest reason why you're not successful right now. It's the biggest reason why you're not doubling your income. It's your programming system. When I say programming, I mean subconscious program. Now let me give you another example of what I mean about this so you can understand. Think about all the things that our subconscious mind already knows how to do. If I told you to count, do the alphabet right now, would you be able to do it? You wouldn't even have to think. You're A, B, C, D. You just know, right? But was there a time in your childhood that you didn't know how to do that? Of course. But you did it so often that it became unconscious. You haven't even thought about the alphabet for freaking years. And Jack, guess what? You can still do it. You can still count to 10. You can count from 100 to 1,000 backwards to 0. How do you know how to do that? Pretty automatically anyway. Well, the reason you know how to do it is because it's a program. I remember growing up, you know, my mother and father used to sing me songs and different songs, and I had them very associated to me as I was growing up. But you know what? I can sing those songs naturally. One of the songs I sang at my wedding, and I knew it backwards, and I didn't, because it was just on always in the background. It was programming me. So it was very easy for me to learn a song. You know, how many songs do you actually know? You know, a song comes out on a hot list or online or on the radio back in the day, and you know what? You listen to it and you're like, then you start singing it. And then it just becomes unconscious. And then what happens? Your subconscious mind programs it. You wake up thinking about that song. You go to sleep thinking about that song. 2 years goes by, because you were so associated in that song, what do 2 years later? You can still sing that song on demand. That's a subconscious program. You created a program. But when we're looking at it in business, what are the programs we're running right now? You might, just like the alphabet, feel natural to be broke, to be thinking negative thoughts, to overspend financially. I don't know what that program is for you, but don't you think it could be toxic? Because think about the music before. You probably listened to bad music before. It probably is toxic because all you're doing is thinking about it over and over again. And especially the music these days. We've got to program yourself into success, into money, into positive beliefs, into positive I ams. And most of the time we're running programs from yesterday because 96% of the time we're sleeping awake and we know how to lose weight, we know how to make money, we just don't do what we know because it requires work. But if we can start doing what we did in the past, if we can start being the child again, and we go back in time and start listening to things in the background, you know, there's some things that you could do. You could literally record your voice for freaking 10 minutes just saying positive I ams and put that in the background whilst you're doing other things. What that's going to do is it's going to program your mind. Instead of you saying to yourself every day, I don't have the money for this month. Instead, you could start saying, I have the money for every single month. But that requires work for you to do it. But you know what? The subconscious mind, if something's happening in the background, it's going to allow it to come in because you're suggestible. So why don't you actually start planting, recording different things that you can put on throughout the day, that you're doing basic stuff, and it's just going to keep reprogramming your subconscious mind. You know, I remember I did this when I first created money affirmations. And if you haven't got my money affirmation track, send me a message and I'll send it to you. But it's pretty much just me for 2 hours just saying I am, you know, powerful, I attract money every day and everything like that. I can literally know every single affirmation because I've listened to it so many freaking times. It's like the alphabet. It's a program now. I can say exactly what my pre-recorded thing is saying. You probably, if you're a client of mine, you already probably know it as well. You know what I'm going to say before I'm going to say it. You know, I allow money to flow into my life. Money comes to me every single day. It's a program. I could say that for freaking 30 minutes straight because it's programmed in. What else could you program in? Is there high vibrational states that you can start programming in? What are the things in your life that make you feel incredibly high vibration? Let's start doing them every single day instead of a coincidence that hopefully comes up today. Sometimes, music, we go out somewhere, we're out somewhere with our family, we listen to beautiful music, live music, but you know what? We wait for the live music to feel high vibration. Oh, this music makes me feel so good, we're out, right? Why can't you do that at home? Why can't you train your subconscious mind every single day? Because the whole goal of my coaching is to reprogram you so you have programmed for success. Imagine if your subconscious mind was programmed for success every day. It was programmed to make money. It was programmed to get sales. You wouldn't even have to think. Just like you don't need to think A, B, C. You don't have to think, it's just like A, B, C, D. I could be doing something else and still say it. Imagine if success was like that. Imagine if your sales calls were like that. That you could literally just get on there no matter what. If you're tired, you're underslept, you're anything. Like when I had my first child, that was probably really hard for me, tiring. My son literally woke up 6 to 8 times a night. How did I still coach? How did I still function? How did I still operate at such a high level? Because I programmed everything subconsciously. I could do it with my eyes closed. I can coach people with my eyes closed. I can sell people with my eyes closed. Why? Because I've programmed it in. If you looked at yourself like your brain will do whatever you want it to do, it's either going to go for success or it's either going to go for failure, you wouldn't be like, oh, what do I do? You'd be like, I'm going for success. But how easy is it to keep doing the same thing every day? You know how to drive a car every day. It's programmed. You don't have to think. How do you get to your parents' house right now when you drive out of your driveway? You know. You don't have to you don't need something to tell you. You know it's programmed in. Right now, the way you got to this video right now, I can promise you, things that you did today were very, very natural. This video probably popped up on what you're doing is you're scrolling. Why? Because it's programmed to scroll. You are programmed to scroll. Imagine if you could be programmed to make money. How do we do this? It's about changing your environment. Your environment right now is going to dictate everything. That's why I worry. When people come to my events, they have this massive transformation, but I always say to them, you have to change your programming environment when you get home. Because if you change your vibration, you're feeling so amazing. We've had an amazing gym session. But if you go back to the same programs, the same behaviors, the same emotions, the same feelings that you do every single day, how are you going to think that tomorrow is going to be different to today? It's not. So I can predict your future because I know your programming. When someone comes to me on the phone, which just actually happened the other week. I remember I got on a call with someone and they knew everything that they were telling me. They're like, I keep running the same old programs that I know. And I'm like, can I give you a prediction? You're going to be in the exact same situation 12 months from now. I'm not here to be the bad person, but I'm just telling you the damn truth. And that was very hard for her to hear. And she wanted to change so badly, but she just couldn't. And I'm not here to pressure anyone. Go for it. Do whatever you need to. But I know the next 12 months is going to be very, very hard because you didn't change your program. If you don't change your program, you don't change your life. You don't change your life, cool. Be happy with what you have right now because that's going to be the reality. Your finances, everything. Just you don't even need to think anymore. You can just be completely subconscious at the start. I'm saying if you can do my 6 times a day method, if you can record your voice with affirmations powerfully, if you're using your voice and you can have it in the environment, if you can start feeling new experiences, new feelings every single day, and you have someone to help you with this, a coach that's going to guide you around money, I'm telling you, your program can change. Imagine you waking up every single month and you've got $20,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 a month coming in every single month because you've done the inner work. This is a long-term strategy, guys. It's a long-term game. I'm wanting to be in the coaching industry for decades from now, and I know it's a long-term game, but so is my programming. If I can change this programming every single time I get to a certain threshold level, and I can go to the next level, then the next level, then the next level, as long as I keep doing my programming work, as long as I keep doing that, I know it's going to happen. It's not a strategy change. It's an embodiment change. So guys, if you need help with this, send me a message. I have a team that literally gets trained every week, twice a week, that is so focused on upgrading our clients to the next level because we know if you change your program, you change your life. Guys, have an incredible day, and I'll talk to you all very soon.